Hey everybody. I have been hearing a lot lately about the Dicken Drill. And for those of you who are not familiar with it, it is named after Eli Dicken, who is the guy who was in a mall in Greenwood, Indiana, and ended up shooting a mass shooter who happened to emerge into the food court, and he ended up killing three people and injuring, I believe, two others. Well, he basically this guy's got ice water in his veins. He picked up his handgun from concealment, um, fired 10 shots from approximately 40 yards in the span of 15 seconds, and killed the mass shooter. He did a fantastic job, great job. Uh, you know, I was talking to my wife about that, and sometimes you say, "Well, if I was there, I would have done something." I gotta tell you, sometimes I say that myself, but I have to tell you, I don't think I would have personally. Now, I'm not criticizing him for taking shots at 40, allegedly 40 yards. I'm not criticizing him for doing it because maybe he feels pretty comfortable making those shots. I gotta tell you, I don't think I would have felt comfortable taking 40-yard shots with a handgun. I had heard he had a Glock, so I'm thinking either a 17 or a 19. I have a 26 on the table. That's what I typically would most likely carry. Like I said, I think it's great that he was able to do it, comfortable to do it, and had the skill to do it. I just don't think that in that moment I would have the confidence to take the shot at that level. But that kind of goes into what I was going to talk about today. It has actually a drill called the Dicken Drill, which is trying to get which is firing 10 shots in 15 seconds at 40 yards. Now he got 8 out of 10 shots, which I think is fantastic. I've seen some people on YouTube, you know, kind of bragging that they get 10 out of 10. But of course, don't forget they got 10 out of 10 without having had people shot and killed in the seconds before, while having some lunatic with an AR-15 pointed at them. So I mean, I'm going to give Eli a pass for missing those other two because he kind of had a lot going on that the guy at the closed range doesn't have going on. Um, just kind of wondering if some of you might shoot from that distance. Personally, when I go shooting, I go to an indoor range, and it's limited to 25 yards. Now, I do take 25-yard shots, kind of not as often as I should. Um, Due to the state I live in, I have to actually qualify um, at 25 yards. We have an Army L target that we have to shoot, and basically we have to score 195 out of 300 possible points on 30 shots. So you would take 10 shots, they get scored, another 10 shots, those get scored, another 10 shots, those get scored. So obviously, the highest you can get with one shot is 10 points times 30 is 300. So if you get 195, it's kind of averaging like a 6.3 at 25 yards. You pass, and you can submit your concealed carry permit. So 25 yards is the furthest I go. Now, if my range was probably, to 40 yards, yeah, I probably would try it out just to kind of see how I was at it. But typically, when I go to the range, I would say with the handgun, I'm typically around 7 or 8 yards. Now, sometimes I put it back a little bit, especially if I have certain guns with me. Like if I have one of my contenders with me, I'll push it back more because just the nature of the contender, the way it's made, the sights, the barrel length, it lends itself to it more. If I have guns like let's say like a Beretta Tomcat, a 21A, I might actually bring it into like 5 yards because you're not going to take a 40-yard shot with a 21A. It's just not going to happen. Now the 26, I mean, I could probably push that out definitely more than 7 yards. But one of the main reasons is because it's got pretty good sights on it. I think it has some pretty decent night sights on it, so not too bad. So I'd have more confidence taking a longer shot, not necessarily a long shot, but a longer shot with a Glock 26 over, let's say, again, a 21A, which has those teeny tiny little sights. You know, up close and personal kind of thing. Um, I just kind of wanted to talk about that, the Dicken Drill, though. It is something I would like to try, but like I said, 10 shots, 15 seconds. I'd be kind of curious to know how many people are trying it, and like just like kind of how popular that becomes. I mean, I guess it could become a good thing and a bad thing because the shot you can make at 40, would you think if you can make it at 40, you can make it at 20. So I think that's a real positive thing that if you get used to shooting further, it makes those up close shots that much more, that much more regular for you. What worries me though is if you have people who are, maybe kind of poorly trained, maybe trying to, if in a bad situation, go beyond what their training would allow. Um, like I kind of pride myself on me knowing my limitations. Some people, maybe not. They might try and take shots that they're really not cut out to make, maybe because of a lack of training, lack of practice, or I don't know, they're just kind of full of themselves. But just wanted to bring that up. Maybe you'd like to try the Dicken Drill. Might be pretty cool. By the way, if you're looking, I think I had mentioned this before, but if you're looking for some pretty cool, reasonably priced holsters, I got this one on Amazon. It's a Polcraft holster. I'm gonna throw a link to it in the description. It's pretty cool. Just a plain Kydex holster with a pretty decent plastic clip on it. It has it retains pretty well, so I'm gonna throw it in there. I think when I last bought it, it was like $24.99, and worth every cent. I have a couple of them. I have one for my Ruger LCP, and I have one for my Glock 26. I tried to get one for my Glock 29, but unfortunately, they do not make them for the Glock 29. But they have the most popular versions, so I'll throw that in the description. You can check it out if you're interested. Uh, I will see you later. Have a good one.